Welcome, friends. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Yes. How fun. I hope you are all fantastic and doing really well. Let me share this motherfucking live stream on the Discord. The Discord. Where is the Discord? There it is. Where is Rich Mitch Uploads? Because this is a Rich Mitch upload. I should know. I'm Rich Mitch. How is everyone? I hope you are fantastic and doing really well. I know I am. Well, I'm okay. What's up, friends? Are we okay? Not fucking... There we are. There it is. Jeannie is wearing Russian tea. Did I send you that? I feel like I did. Oh. So, how are you? I am fantastic and doing really well. What is your scent of the day? Did you decant it, Jeannie? Did you decant it? St. Jeannie finally got my Ampulla bottles. Fabulous. They are really good, to be fair. The only thing is they send them in a massive box, so you get excited thinking, ooh, what's in here? Could be a massive present for me. But then there wasn't. Luis Gustavo is wearing Jubilation 25 woman today. Welcome Germs, welcome Paroli, Dushan, Kultigin, Jeannie, Luis Gustavo. Spaced Out says, I'm thinking of getting a Louboutin Fetiche bottle with that really tall cap. Love the design, even though it's out there. I'll tell you who else has got a weird bottle design. Lubar have some really weird bottle designs. It's very odd. It is very. You know? It's kind of... I'm sat here with a very affectionate Italian greyhound, says St. Jeannie. She doesn't want to give him back. My scent of the day is this. It's Balenciaga Pour Homme. This bottle is getting dangerously close to running... Well, it's not really. There's about 20, 25... Yeah, about 20, 25 mil left, friends. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. I'm pretty happy. You need to sample Luban. I love a cad. Seriously, top-notch armband. I think I've had samples of them before, you know, but I can't remember them. I'd have to smell it to remember them. Oh, I love Idol. And she will not give him back, says Jeannie. Tomorrow, I'll wear Dunhill Icon, says Tultigan. Jesus. Luban have some underrated fragrances. Very expensive, though. Very expensive, though. They are an expensive brand, be left in no doubt, friends. They are an expensive brand, and they will cost you bank money. And you will say, oof. Yes, today, friends, I have been enjoying my bottle of Balenciaga Pour Homme. Was listening to the Les Odorants this morning. The new Les Odorants episode is out. I listened to it this morning and I thought to myself, what are they talking about backup bottles? I was not informed about this. Luban have some underrated fragrances, says James. Evening, Nick. Scent of the day was Eau Sauvage Extreme from 1984. Scent of the evening is Tuscany Perfumo. Evening, Nick. I'm watching a dude vlogging his cycling in Pakistan. I'm watching a dude vlogging his cycling in Pakistan, says Spaced Out. What beautiful country. Mountains and lakes for days, like Switzerland. It has got some pretty amazing scenery, has Pakistan. You know, Pakistan is a pretty fucking outrageous place. It's a pretty outrageous place. Nature-wise. Not caught up with the latest odorants yet, says Saint Genie. Pat Lester says, Scent of the day, Musques de Sables. I haven't worn any of my Les Indomables so far, I don't think. Probably should. Probably will. Why am I yawning so much? I found a LV Le Sable Roses bottle for €190. Bought it just to resale, easy $50, and hype beasts will eat it up, says Spaced Out. Juan Herrera says, hey guys, today sprayed Petit Matin this morning. During lunch sprayed Masculine Bruyere. Wearing a lot of Francis Kirkjohn, I see. Dushan says Karakoram in Pakistan looks fantastic. Saint Genie says, today I saw a warning sign with a picture of a duck on. Yes, that's right. Must be a duck's crossing. Yes, I've seen them myself, actually. Welcome, Carl Charles. Scent of the day, Tundra by Profumum Roma. What's that like? Andrish says, evening, Rich, and all in the chat. Yes. Welcome, everyone in the chat. My scent of the day is the much vaunted Balenciaga Pour Homme. They didn't include this in their new lineup, and it doesn't surprise me. When you smell this perfume, there is no way they could faithfully reproduce this at all. There's just not. They could not faithfully reproduce that in the slightest. Just not a chance. You know? There we go. Come back. Come back. Please like the stream, friends. Mr. Nod says, I wore this yesterday. How was it? How was it? You must respect the duck, Robert Platinum. Yes. Yes, you must. I kind of want to stop buying samples, partially because of environment. Lots of tiny plastic bottles thrown after a few wears. Doesn't seem like a good thing, says Spaced Out. Then stop. Ask them to use glass ones. Apparently Lucky Scent has finally dropped the dabbers. So, that's nice to know. Good day, sir, says Manginosis. I also found a bottle of Balenciaga Pour Homme missing in my box of frags I mentioned the other day. Happiness abounds. You did, that's right, you told us. It was on a different stream. It was on a gaming stream. A gaming stream we were doing. And Manginosis found a lot of bottles of perfume just about. They were just about in a box. What were they doing in there? Nick S says, I've liked the stream and there's fuck all you can do about it. That's right. I wonder if Terre de Hermes EDT is reformulated. Yes. Yes, it is. It must have been. Lots has changed since 2005. Lots has changed. Is that right? Jared Wilson says, scent of the day, vetiver tonka. Well, it's funny you mention that. It's funny you mention that because today I secured a backup bottle of vetiver tonka, a 200ml backup bottle, no less. And you may be thinking, why Rich Mitch? You've already got a 200ml backup bottle of vetiver tonka, and you would be right. But vetiver tonka is one of those fragrances that you cannot have too much of. And I got it at half price. Thereabouts. Well, without fees, put it like that. Without fees and shipping, I got it at about half price, so I was pretty pleased with that. That was about what I wanted to pay for it, so I'm sorted on the old vetiver tonka for a while. Ah, damn it, they have to ruin everything. Everything is watered down, says Spaced Out. Tyrone Lancaster says, I'm drowning in a bottle of vintage Jules and it's 90 degrees here in California. California. There is the vintage Jules. Is it one of these? Is it one of them? Is it that? Is that what it is? I feel like the lighting is terrible, but you don't come here for the lighting, do you? Hey Mitch, have you tried the Balmain re-release? Ivoire Cuir d'Elysée, I think it's called, and Ebony. I've got them somewhere. Peter Kokorin sent them to us. They're somewhere. I did the L'Entrepiste last week. I still haven't put them back on skin, if I'm being honest. Hard to believe that was a week ago. Oh, God, I was nearly falling asleep during that fucking live stream with Dura Rose. Yeah, I was nearly falling asleep during that. It was really strange. Vetiver Tonka is such a versatile fragrance as well. Yeah, you can wear it whenever you like. I could wear it now, even though it's been really cold here today. I could wear it now. Vetiver Tonka is incredible, says Jordan. It's called Eau de Eau Parfum, says Robert. There are far worse things to drown in. Jules' quality it is. Vetiver Tonka is such a versatile fragrance. 15ml of Vetiver Tonka is quite enough, says Germs. No, it's not. Stop that. Rich, what private blends do you wear the most? Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud's the one I wear the most. James Carter says, looking for a good patchouli for the autumn and winter. Villoresi or 1920. Any good stuff on the cheaper side? Habit Rouge? No, not Habit Rouge. That's an outrageous statement. What the fuck? Heritage. Heritage. Heritage by Guerlain. What on earth did I say that for? You may wonder, as I do. Heritage is a good patchouli. What else is a good patchouli? You could get Patchouli Imperial, but it's not on the cheaper side. Because I'm selling 450ml of it. I want to sell it. Nobody's buying it. I think I'm going to do another video. A fragrance sales video. What else? What else is a good patchouli? I'm very hesitant to recommend the Bois 1920 to you. Patchouli Patch. Patchouli Patch is one of my favourite fragrances at the minute. St. Jeannie put me onto that. What else? What else is a great patchouli? I had loads of great patchoulis. I'll tell you who hasn't done a patchouli. Andy Tower. You could try Tempo by Diptyque. Welcome, Sense for Thought. I only wear public blends, says Nick. Very good. John, welcome. The Alquelia, welcome. Led Desert Marrakein Noir. Lovely. Is it lovely? Tell us about it. Tell us about it. I only wear... No, sorry, that's not right. Vintage Jules is brilliant, says Duchamp. By the Villarezia Profum Roma and Don't Look Back. Don't Look Back? Don't Look Back, says Spaced Out. The Profumum Roma one's really good. So did you find the Lanthropiste just strange, Rich? Yes. Yes, the word strange. Strange for stranger's sake. Oh yeah, greetings, says Robert. Andrej is wearing Ulrich Lang Suncrest from a sample. The Tom Ford Vert line was really good. All of them are beautiful. There is a bottle in the UK of Vert d'Anson. It's 100ml, but it's got like 2 or 3ml missing. There's a guy on my Discord selling it for a very reasonable price for 100ml. Very reasonable. And nobody's bought it. He's also got a black violet. He's got a Venetian bergamot. And he's got a lavender palm. And he's wanting rid of all of them. Don't have to all be together, but he is wanting rid of them, and nobody's bought them. Very unusual. I would have bought the Vert d'Anson, but I've got a 250ml decanter, friends. Sense for Thought is wearing Lidge EDP. Girl on. Yes. When I inevitably run out of Jules and can't get another bottle within the genre, what do I rationally move on to? Santos. And I would get the bottle now because it's been discontinued. I can see myself wearing a whole bottle of Comme des Garçons Black this fall and winter. Such a modern masterpiece, says Spaced Out. Monsieur by Marl, says Sense for Thought, but it does have amber wood in it. Monsieur is a good patchouli, says Christian Torres. Welcome, Christian Torres. Thank you for coming. Patchouli Patch. Patchouli Patch is sensational, honestly, that bottle. There's another bottle, right, that was twice the price of the one that Jeannie put us on to. Jeannie was like, look, here's a bottle, buy it. And I was like, yes, okay. And I bought it. And it was like 100 quid or under, right? It's fucking brilliant. And then I found another bottle, right? And it's 180 quid. And in my tiny mind, I'm thinking to myself, if I buy this 180 quid bottle, right, then if I put the two bottles together, it works out at about 140 quid each. And that's much more tolerable, you know? I mean, that's silliness. I shouldn't. But it did cross my mind. That's kind of the twisted thinking of a collector, isn't it? Honestly, Beaudejour has an incredible patchouli. Yes, Jordan Albro. Yes. Beaudejour does have an incredible patchouli. And do you know, that is the main ingredient that is missing between the signature and the private blend. The private blend has an incredible patchouli and the rosemary at the top, right? And the signature, the patchouli's replaced with an amberwood, and that's what makes it cheaper and shitter. There's also like definition to the lavender that's gone, loads of stuff. It's mental. Christian Torres says, thoughts on Coromandel? Hugely overrated. Hugely overrated in my opinion. There are far better. You can get Borneo 1834 by Serge Luton in the Gratte-Ciel bottles, and it's essentially the same fragrance. They're very similar, made by the same perfumer around the same time. A Coromandel's just... I really don't care for the white chocolate. I don't like white chocolate anyway, but I don't care for the note in that perfume. I think it kind of spoils it. John says, scent of the day is Ted Lapidus Pour Homme from 1987, misleadingly listed as a honey tobacco, but is actually an amber incense. Dry down is very nice, not as sweet as believed. Pallister says, Patchouli Noisette, unsure. I should start wearing that again, trying to get back into it, like. Rock Platinum says, I like Soul Patchouli, Virtus. Karen says, scent of the day is Rose Ikebana. What's up, nerds? No crashes here for you today, Karen. You missed a couple of doozies last night. Great googly moogly. I love the Patchouli and Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. Always verging on the chocolatey, but never getting there. What a fragrance. It's sensational. Somebody confused me greatly the other day. I had a conversation with someone in the comments on my Prada Amber Pour Homme thing, and I was like, I'm not following this conversation. We were talking. I was like, are we talking about two different fragrances here? Because he was like, oh, like this, the new one, the modern one, so the reformulation, the non-made in Spain version, he was like, oh, it smells a lot more like the intense formulation. And I was like, does he mean the made in Spain one is more intense, or does he mean Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense? Well, this went on for a number of comments. We got there in the end, bless him. He stuck with us, but it was harder than it should have been, really, on my end. Not to worry. Tom Ford Black Violet is amazing stuff. A dark, sexy, gothic violet with a mossy base. He's selling it for £350. Nothing is selling, says Paroli. Correct. Everyone is broke now. Remy took all our money. Yes. Money for terroir. Yes. Funding terroirism. Robert Platinum says, yeah, they got rid of de minimis here in the US and it's horrible. Well, he's driving. I don't know if anybody's keeping an eye on the price of gold. It's going to be 5k by the end of the year at this rate. It's gone through the fucking roof. Gold is the canary in the coal mine. It's mental. It's mental. It's shot up, man. It's doubled in nearly 18 months, man. It's been a nightmare. What's this? Lurking in my wet. Get out. I will have to do something. I will do this. Get out of my glass. It's not even a glass. It's a cup. Okay. What we got? Sorry. Rich, you're talking to yourself right into that. My mind would have gone there too. Yes, not rich, but wealthy. Who's rich? Who's not rich, but wealthy? Rich, Azzaro Pour Homme or Rive Gauche? Ooh, Azzaro Pour Homme. How different are they? I never tried Rive Gauche, and I'm wondering if I should get... Rive Gauche is much more creamy. Azzaro Pour Homme is much more soapy, clean, like startling, kind of clean with the lavender. Rive Gauche is much more shaven foam cream. I never tried Rive Gauche. I'm wondering if I should look after a bottle with its current price. I wouldn't. Not at its current price. It's fucking silliness. The Patchouli patch on eBay, the woman will accept 155 to 16. How the fuck do you know that? James Carter said, what are your thoughts on the latest Guerlain release? It's all shite. Am I better off going vintage? Yes. Often cheaper, always better. James Carter. If you're in the UK, I have got... if you're in the UK, I have got a vintage Guerlain vetiver with the... I want to say Tiger Stripe bottle, but it's not Tiger Stripes. It's got like the blocks across the middle. It's the pre-Listerine one, the 2000 re-release of Girl on Vetiver. So if you want one of them, let us know. I'm going to do a sales video again. Remind people that shit's still for sale. Last year I was alright. This year I'm Poe. Poe? She Poe. I loved Coromandel, says Spaced Out. But I decided to leave it in the past and be a memory that I remembered the past days by. Yes, that's quite nice. I like that. It's a l'artisan created by Du Chauffour, says the genie. Vintage Zaro Porom, always. Yeah, the vintage is spectacular. Coromandel was too rich to be a regular wear for me. There's something about dark, like not dark chocolate, but white chocolate that makes me feel sick. I really don't like it. It's basically just sugar and water, isn't it? I tried the whole Celine line and was very disappointed. It seems like the Chanel private line would be similar. I don't rate the Celines. I don't think they're that great. I've got Bois d'Argent and it's better than all of them. And the Eau de Cologne's even better than that. I've got... as far as the Chanel Privés, I haven't got any of the exclusives anymore. It's just not my style. I much prefer the Dior line of Your, you know, the Dior line of Your. Oh, I'll tell you what's a really good fragrance. This Cuir de Lancôme. It's really nice. I just sit and smell it, like, you know. I don't know what the picture quality is like. Yes, I do. It's shit. Well, you don't watch this for the picture. Rich, your next full bottle purchase is in the samples I sent you. Which one? Which samples? Your next full bottle purchase is in the samples I sent you. It's the wrong way around. Les Alpes Suisse. A little bit metallic for me, the old Alpes Suisse. Still got your samples there. I was thinking I'm going to do the Fuccini. In your opinion, which designer has the best private line? Well, it used to be Dior. I used to be very comfortable saying it was Dior, and now I just haven't got a clue. Like, they're all shit. It's probably Hermes Essence. Like, it's probably Hermes Essence. Don't tell Pradip, but yeah, it's probably the Hermes Essence. It used to be Dior by far, but now they're all just absolutely just the shits. Are you a fan of Zing, Rich, says Mikey Cole? No. Don't like Zing, don't like Zonka. Don't like any of that shizzle. No worries, it's a bit dank, musky, slight spice, just gorgeous. Welcome, Masso. What's up, Omar? Robert Platinum. Welcome, Rudy. How is Rudy? How are you doing? Welcome, Travis Heslett. How are you? Haslett, even. Sorry. I really love earthy green scents, and right now I'm wearing Hermes and Jardin sur le Trois a lot more than any new fragrance I've brought. That line is massively underrated, and the Sur le Trois and the Sur le Nil are both amazing, and I really like Monsieur Lee as well. And they're fucking such good value for money on the secondary. You can find them lurking about on discounters still, and that's such good value for money. I absolutely agree. Travis, you seem like a new face. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please come in and sit down. Pull up a pew. Pull up a pew. Excuse me. Friends, please like the stream. Please like the stream. You can also super chat if you're into that sort of thing. You can super chat even if you're not into that sort of thing. It's up to you. I think you will fall in love with that eventually, says Nick. What will I fall in love with eventually, Nick? We are bike. Dale Quillier says the most notable difference compared to the OG is that LDDM Noir features a sparkling top note, bergamot petitgrain. It adds brightness to the scent and creating a good contrast. That's weird that they call it noir but make it brighter at the top. Hello Mitra. Hello Bob. I'm feeling okay. How are you? Whoop. I've missed out loads of comments here, sorry. Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense is wonderful. It almost vibrates off my skin. Giggity. I asked her, still too pricey for me. Oof. I mean, it's glorious. Like, I don't know if I sent you any, but it's fantastic. It reminds me of Tom Ford Patchouli Absolute. Or Absolute, I can't remember which one it is. Fucking lovely. From which year is that bottle of Prada Amber Pour Homme? Which this one? Pass. I'll read you the... No, I won't. Sorry, mate. I won't do anything of the sort. I won't be able to read you the barcode because... The batch code even, because it's not here. Where would it be? Is it on the side? No. Is it on the back? No. Is it on the bottom? Definitely not. No idea, mate. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. It's like a little piece of onyx there, isn't it? You know, just like this black glass. Right, where are we? Prada Amber Pour Homme is wonderful. I asked her, it's still too pricey. I might ask her again. I'll say, hey, look at my fetching duck picture. Be kind to animals. Give me a discount. From which year is that bottle? I'm not a fan of white chocolates either. I prefer dark chocolates. Almost bitter kind. Yeah, I prefer kind of like, you know. Yeah, definitely. You've got Kung Fu movie aspect ratio. Mate, honestly, there's nothing I can do about it. I've done nothing, right? I've done the square root of fuck all, right? And the aspect ratio has gone to fuck. No one knows how, no one knows why, and no one's doing anything about it, least of all me. But this is where we are. And unless I start streaming in a vertical way, then I'm afraid we're stuck like this. We're a bit squished, you know. I could do with some squishing as well. I'm too big. Evening all. Just got to go again. My cat is being a pain in the arse. Welcome and goodbye, Tim. Do you have purple oud? No, I don't. No, I do not. Sorry. So on my trip to Houston, I regret not pulling the trigger and getting it. I don't have purple oud. Smelled it. Not for me. Chanel by far the best exclusive, says Jared. Lots of people would make the same claim, but I'm just not for me. Welcome, Mitra. How are you? Time to Musk Up says Rose and Queer is becoming one of my favourite all-time Frederick Malle. Eugene loves it as well. I found it very kind of Hermes-essence in a way that, in the way it's structured rather than the actual smell, it's much thicker. It's much more dense than most Hermes-essence. So it's kind of like, I'm sorry, it's kind of like, it's a flat pack leather note and a pretty standard rose note, and they're just smashed together to become one. I could never get past it. I could never get into it. Like, Mitchell says, can this week be over yet? It's just started. I'm feeling the terrible tick of time as I approach my 40th birthday in about 3.5 weeks. I think it's 3 or 4 weeks tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that shit. To be honest, I'm not a birthday person, like, so I'll probably just stream that night. I won't lie to you, I don't want to be morbid or anything, but I'll be pretty glad when my 30s is over. It's been a fucking shocker, like. Whoa. I just put that shit in a box and say, right, that happened, next. Yeah, Nick, that's my favourite from that line. The Prada Intense. Ah, okay. Monsieur Lee is underrated. Ah, Mitra. Mitra sent $6.99 Canadian dollars. Thanks. Thank you, Mitra. Most kind. A super chat, friends. A super chat has arrived. Hello, everyone. Look at all those vintage masterpieces. Lucky bastard. Very lucky bastard. Very, very lucky bastard. I sometimes get a bit like, perfume's terrible and I hate it and all the modern stuff shit. And then I open my drawers. Well, I don't open my drawers, but I open my perfume cupboard and gaze upon the collection I have built for myself, and I think, what good foresight you have, Richard. Well done. Things could have been considerably worse had you not bought these perfumes when they weren't stupid fucking money and before they lowered the fucking quality of modern perfume, you know? I'm not one for trends or being like, you know, I have no need or want to be like, well, liked, I suppose. No, that's not right. I have no kind of like instinct for fashion or like modern things. I'm not trying to denigrate it because it's a lot of people are like that, and like people find joy in like the keeping up with, or the exploration and the change and stuff like that. I kind much more of like, I like to like, I've got a different view on it, you know, and I like the difference between me and other people. I like how they are and I like how I am, and so I'm very happy with my collection, and I would advise everybody to do that as well. You know, be happy with what you're buying. Don't buy shit because I like it. Don't buy it because somebody else likes it. Buy it because you like it. One of the best things I've done is get rid of the stuff that I just don't like. You know, I had that vintage Cuir de Russie by Chanel, and I found myself being like, and it is a great perfume. It really is very good, but for me to wear, no. To wear, no. Unfortunately not. And I enjoyed smelling it, but somebody else has got it, and the person I sold it to absolutely loved it. And I'm very glad they got it, you know. They'd bought a few perfumes off us, and they were good people. So be happy with what you have, friends, or become happy. Do something. Where am I? Look at all those vintage masterpieces. Yeah, I like that. It gets looked over because of how subtle it is compared to the rest of the line. It's on the neck. It's on the neck. It is on the neck. It's like a vampire. 83511. Is it made in Spain? It is made in Spain, Barcelona. It's made in Spain. It's not for sale because it's not a fucking... it's a tester. Care not a jot, friends. Cares not a jot. A jot I cares not. Uncap it. MK Rudders. Agreed, Nick. I thought there were only one version of Prada Intense, very short production period anyway. Yes. Yes, I agree. James is hungry for peach. Yes, he is. He wishes to nibble. Your aspect ratio was fine the other day. How strange. Which other day? When I upload a video, it's fine, right? When I do a live stream, it's not. So it's got to be something to do with the YouTube app on the phones. And it doesn't matter which phone I use. So I've tried multiple phones to do... Well, I say multiple phones. I've tried 2, which I suppose is multiple. Fuck off. Anyway, it's very odd. Very odd. Well, at least your crunchy audio is gone on live streams. Ugh. Weird audio. Weird audio. I'm back. Bandy is settled down on my lap at last. Stroke that cat. James find Patchouli a peach. I have given up. Sharing is caring. Travis says, are you able to find a vintage bowling green in the UK? It's my Balenciaga pour homme here in the States. It's one of my comforts while I watch my country mutate into a fascist state. Can I find a vintage bowling green? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Jeffrey Bean, is it not? Bowling green. God knows what this is going to do to my algorithm on eBay. Bowling green mower. Crown green bowling jackets. Bowling green roller. Oh, I bet I could do with damage with one of them things. It was Jeffrey Bean, wasn't it? Jeffrey. Bowling green, 120 mil, nearly full. Vintage, there it is. It's from Germany. Bowling Green Cologne by Jeffrey Bean, Eau de Cologne. There you have it, Travis. There you have it. Go to Germany, might I say. Your de minimis is fucked, though. So I suppose you can't really... Well, they won't ship to you now. It's 180 euros or 156 pounds. There you go. There's your vintage bowling green, mate. I should really get that. There's grey flannel as well. Mr. Bean did a couple of them. Franska Boy says, I'm so sad. I just missed a bottle of Balenciaga pour homme at fair price. Could have been a fourth backup. I want to match the mill you have, Rich. Never. You have to buy them at unfair prices if you want to match my mill. Oh. Why? Treboroni. Hi, Nina K. How are you? I'm going to be 47 soon, you lucky sod. Richard's been 39 for well over. Yes, sister. That's right. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time coming this 40th birthday, man. I can tell you. 40 is the new 30, says Nina. I hope I don't go back to the fucking 30. It was a rough decade, that one. It was a rough decade, that. Good grief. Oof. Scent of the Night Cheruti, fair play on the left, and Nino on the right, says Franska. Interesting. I really enjoyed wearing for him the other day. I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. It was fantastic and did really well. The October boys will celebrate soon. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, me and Carl Anderson. Didn't we find the other day that there's like 4 or 5 of us celebrate with birthdays within about a week of each other? There's like, me and Germs are on the 14th, and then Carl's on like the 17th or something. And then there's like, honestly, and it was all on the gaming stream as well. Everyone on the gaming stream was like, fucking hell, my birthday's on like the 12th. Oh, mine's on the 15th. So let's go. Fliss's is on the 15th. That's not really doxing, is it? You know what I mean? But Fliss's is on the 15th. Mine and James is on the 14th. Carl's is around that time as well. Loads of people. Great googly moogly. John says, speaking of Uncharted Still and Nil, I remember reading years ago that it was Robert Redford's signature scent at the time. Just a bit of current events trivia. Robert Redford's died. Bless him. He was the Brad Pitt of his day. You know, like young Brad Pitt. He even looked a bit like Brad Pitt looked a bit like him. Something can be great, but you need to wear it. Yes, you do need to want to wear it. You're right. Yes, don't blind buy to fit in or keep up with others. Absolutely not. It's your money, Jesus. Big difference between the greats and my greats for me nowadays. Yes, 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 yes. I agree. Creator Russi to me smells like a public gas station toilet. There's a lot of pissy smells once that soapy opening goes away. Speaking of which, I need to get this Koros video done, the comparison, because I want to start wearing my Charles of the Ritz. And Nick, thanks for selling me a quid of receipt ET. Yes, you are most welcome. Oh shit, what the fuck? The microphone just fell apart. Do you mind? Do you fucking mind? What the fuck's gone on there? Hold on. Hello? Hold on a minute. I just need to get that right. The microphone just literally fell into 3 bits. There we go. I hope everything is still working. Most welcome, Rudy. Keeping up with the Richardians. Franska boy, matching his mill for mill will be a tough task. He's priced us out. Yes. We can't have good audio and video at the same time. It's not possible. Yeah, it's like a quantum state, isn't it? If you know how fast it's going, you don't know its position. But if you know its position, you don't know how fast it's going. It's an impossibility. You can't have both. It's the fabric of reality. You just can't have your cake and eat it too. Jeffrey Bean, yes, that's right. I hope you enjoy that. Welcome, Noah. How are you? That's ridiculous pricing, says Nick. That's it. It is vintage, though. It is vintage. It is pretty steep, I agree. I'd buy it if I didn't have 22 ounces already. You'd have to find somebody to ship it to you, because nobody will. Nobody's shipping to America at the minute. Grey flannel's great. Can never understand why it's so polarizing. Yes, there were like 6 of us in a week. It's mental. I'm very content to have a small bottle of Balenciaga and getting it at a fair price. Good man. I can imagine him wearing that. Charles of the Ritz and modern comparison rich. Charles of the Ritz, Parfums Core. Charles of the Ritz, Parfum Core, Sanofi, Gucci, and the modern L'Oreal version. Which I owe you a $10 super chat when I have the time to sign back in. I'll just get you a coffee again. No problem. Whatever you want. That's very kind. Thanks. You only need 19 people in a room for the odds to be greater than even that 2 will share the same birth. That's an outrageous statistic. That's mental. I had no idea. I don't know how that works. But yes, I'll be doing a Koros comparison of all 5 or 6 of the versions I've got. So I'd brace yourself. That'll be a fat video. I'll have to open the door, because that'll be a fucking stinking video, that, I nearly killed myself with those L'Entre Piste, The modern Koros is a travesty. Late Gucci is really honey-orientated. Prior to that, it's a stairway to civet. And Charles of the Rich is deliciously dirty. Scratchy, civety animalis. Fat video, says Mitra. Holy shit. I really did miss some good crashes yesterday. That's what I get for going to the mall. Smelled the new Initio. Oh no. What happened? How was the new Initio? Was it good? Was it good? Looking forward to that video. People always have such diverse opinions on Koros versions. Well, I can tell you now that I'm only going to be keeping 2 versions of it. I'm going to be keeping the ultra modern, and I'm going to be keeping the original Charles of the Ritz, and I'm going to be selling the rest. Modern Koros is incredible, says Nick. He needs to make a honey video and M7 comparison first. I do need to do those. Travis Hazlitt says, off to work now. Happy birthday soon, Rich. 40 is no big deal. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. It's pretty meh, is it? Good choices, Rich, says Nick. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping the original because that's just what I collect. I just collect. That's what you know. This is no sort of big deal really. And I will be keeping the latest modern one because I find that quite easy to wear, even though it's still very different and strange. Where are we? Live chat. That was not a fart, it was the chair. I have 2015 Amber and Away on the way thanks to a tip off from Rich. Exciting. Ah, yes. If you are in the UK, there is a guy selling a couple of separated CD chats. CD caps, even, not CD chats, CD caps. On the Ebs. A vintage, well, I say vintage, it's like, over 10 years old. From, what do you call it? The Dior Privés. Can you not get on with Luciano at all then, mate, says Nick. No, I can't. Do you want it? You can have it for 40 quid. I think that's what I think I paid about 55, including shipping. Rich, have you tried Animal for men? Not Animal, but Animal. Pass. I don't think so. Kouros was R. Kelly's favourite colour. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Cheers, Jared. That's gross. It is a farting chair, says Mitra. It is a croaky old chair, I can tell you that. It does make some fucking croaky noises. I'm going to make a croaky noise because I'm going to stand up and go and dehydrate. I'll be back in a minute, friends. Listen to it. Fucking madness. Right, I'll be back. Oof. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. Woo! I'll be back. Googly. We are back. We are back. We are back and we are quack. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. How are you doing? Oh. Oh, shit. Time to sell my Koros now, says Rudy. Well, what the fuck? I agree, Nick. The current Koros is very good. God, that's totally a fart. That almost squeakier than Bobby's chair, but not quite, says Paroli. I vote fart. If it was fart, I'd tell you. If it was fart, I'd tell you. But it's not. It's chair. It is old oxblood red chair. And it needs work. It needs to see somebody. It's not a fart, that's clearly the sound of his joints cracking. Yeah, almost, yes. I wonder if that was a dump following the fart. It was not a dump following the fart. There was no fart. He's unloading his fragrances. Artisanal oud, says Paroli. Richard Oud, sell your fragrances and buy a smart Toto toilet for your bidet. Pull your head out of Rich's ass, everyone. With heated seats. Best 7K ever spent. Yes, heated seats in the car is fantastic. It's the only reason I'm able to get out of the car whenever I go anywhere. Hello, Dahlia. Everyone's saying hello, but I can't see you. It's Karen. Why can't you see Karen? Thanks for offering, but I actually just bought a bottle for £40 a couple of days ago. People keep saying it's got that cool tobacco hair thing going on in the dry down, like an OG, Dolce & Gabbana. Pour home. I don't know. No. I think very dry. Oh, do you remember the Adori fragrances from back in the day, right? Back in 2008, James, says Rudy. That's when. That's off. Oh, sorry, right. Like the chair. Tim, I see you. My comments are always being held for review. Oh, Dahlia, you are Karen here. James is a dinosaur. Scent of the day. Delis is wearing Bois Mystique. Rudy, apparently we're the only ones. I got the iris again. Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. Totally forgot about that shit. Totally forgot. It was mental. I don't know that they are still in business. Oh, the night just stinks, doesn't it? Good grief, you reek. You absolutely reek. Smelly. Oh, very smelly. Very smelly. Keeping the night next to Eau Sauvage Parfum, the original, is very odd. But here we are. Smelly Nelly. So excited to get my 75ml of original Pavarotti, says Nick. Perfect time of year for it. Well, I think it's more of a summer scent because to me it smells like happiness, but it is very cold here at the minute. It's very cold. Dawn for the win. I wasn't huge on Dawn. I wasn't huge on Dawn at all. Not a big Dawn fan, you know? Not a big Dawn fan. I wonder if they'll release any more. I wonder if they'll release any more of the whatchamacallits. Desert Gems. you know? I wonder if they would cost more to make than they would make back off it. It's strange because I don't know what the future holds for Frederick Mall, really. I mean, I'd like to think they would stay as they were. Somebody was trying to say the other day that they've got the person who did the Le Labo fragrances to come in and take over. But if that's true, then it doesn't fill us with much hope for the brand. You know? Patchouli says, James, that's geriatric fragcom. That is like ancient fragcom, the Adoris. It's like fragcom with, like, you know, you're going to need a Rosetta Stone to be able to smell the notes. It is indeed cold. But that's made me rotate all the fragrances, so all good. It's so sweet in the opening, though. Can't imagine coping with that in warm weather myself. I don't get a lot of sweetness in the opening. I get just the right amount. I love it. The night rhymes with what it smells like. No offence to fans. It does smell like shite. It definitely has a shitty smell. Absolutely. But I'm not the one with Grandpa Breath fragrances in my collection, says James. That's the rumour. Same creative director for Labo and Mall. Ugh. Is it possible to catch cod or haddock right off the beach near you? Surf casting? Don't think just off the beach, but if you go out into the waters, yes. Crazy to say, but the Labo is doing some of the most interesting non-mainstream fragrances, says Rudy. Well. I think that their latest one that I smelled, the eucalyptus, is one of their best ones, like, you know? I think it's genuinely one of their best fragrances, but I don't think it's a high bar, like. Lidge old presentation for less than 100 quid seems worth it, says Franska. Which presentation? The Listerine? Is it Listerine? Is it the bottle with the things on the outside? I like the lavender one that they do, but it should be half the price, like, if that. I'd respect the Labo a lot more if they were trolling people, but they are 100% serious. Yeah, they're not. They're not great. It is the autumn equinox today. True autumn is here and it's lovely, says Tim. Audrey Jane would agree. Christina says, liking before commenting. Yay. Welcome, Christina. How are you? Lejol presentation. Sorry, I wrote that. Aldehyde 44 is where it's at, says Mitra. Before Listerine. Is it the Eau de Toilette or is it the Eau de Parfum? If it doesn't have the dark corners on, it's probably the Eau de Toilette, so it's not L'Instant de Guerlain Eau Extrême or Eau de Parfum, which is the one I like. I don't like the Eau de Toilette. It's got a little bit of citrus in there that I'm not a massive fan of. Sold my Eau de Toilettes. Rich, what's your favourite fragrance featuring the halitosis accord? Ew. What? Oh, I would say Eau Sauvage. Lidge eau de toilette, would it still be worth it? It seems citrusy, but I could never put my nose on it. No, I would. It's going to be better than a lot of stuff that's out there, but at the same time, I would rather get the eau de parfum. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. A bergamot Le Labo is good. They're just wildly overpriced for what they are. Crazy to say, but the current Le Labos are better than Guerlain's Art and Materials line. It hurts to say, says Rudy. I mean, it shows you how far... excuse me, it shows you how far Guerlain have fallen, and they have fallen. They absolutely have fallen. They've fallen up their own bums. Like, whoever's knocking them out over there is just, like, wild. You know? Just doing mental shit. There's no rhyme nor reason to their perfumes. They're not very well made. They're bad perfumes made mediocrely. That's not a word. Made in a mediocre fashion. Mitra agrees with Rudy. Lidge eau de toilette, will it still be worth it? Seems citrusy, but I could never put my nose on it. Frank, welcome. Just buy some ambergris. Yes, that'll be cost effective. Lidge and Lidge, both very nice, says Duchamp. They didn't have A44 last week. Wanted to try it. Per Mitra Enthusiasm, the aldehydes, eh? You can buy the sample online, Bob. Yeah, Lidge will stand the test of time. Yes, it will. It has. Guerlain are over, and it pains me to say it. My favourite house, says Nick. It's going to take some fucking madness for them to get back, like. Spaced Out says, I think current Labos are the worst stuff they have done. Just taking old releases and putting a twist. Levant 31 is basically a bigger Rod 18 rip-off. With lavender instead of bitter orange. Alexander Stoyanovsky. Good evening. Do you think the older version of Guerlain's Encens Mythique is worth chasing? Are you aware of any differences with newer presentation? I do think the older ones are worth chasing. You want the grey-blue version. Let me show you. One moment, please. I will find it for you. I have it over here. Oof. You want this version. If at all possible, get this one. The previous version will cost you a fortune. This one's really good. Oh, it smells like the rain. It really is a rainy day perfume. Right? Where's the batch code on these? You batch you. Where is it? It's not there. Oh well. Oh, put it back. Put it back. Okay. Where are? I hope that helps, mate. I hope that helps. Welcome, Often Licked. How are you doing? We had Sense for Thought here early. Now we have Often Licked. Well, I'm looking forward to Shalimar L'Essence. So there. Spaced Out woke up and chose violence. Space Bomb. What would you say was the last best release from the Art and Material line? Frenchy Lavon. You mean the last one? I mean, there's been some absolute shitters. Let's not take the piss. There's been some absolute shitters they've released for a while now. I'd have to put them all. I mean, Frenchie Levan's my favourite one, but I'd have to put them all in sequential order, which isn't easy. I'd have to look it up. At least Guerlain maintains their vintage catalogue if desperate to refill. Chamon Elise. Guerlain has all the oldies in vats ready for custom bottles. Woof! The last vetiver Guerlain did almost made me puke, reminded me of Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill cheap fruit smell. The vetiver Fauve, yeah, it's poor. It is poor. Guerlain trying to make money. I mean, they're just... It's just... I don't understand what's changed. I don't understand what has changed so much that perfumes have got to change so much to the point where they're unrecognizable. You know? It is a beautiful perfume, says Christina. Queer Beluga is very nice, says Juan. So unique and memorable. Why are you yelling, Paroli? Paroli is having a bit of a mad time. Ooh. I just think we're lucky to still have the Les Legendaires in production. Excellent formulations, mostly. Had a mate who bumped into Thierry Vasseur, apparently. He said he couldn't possibly tell us what he said. That ensemble sat on a grey market site for months in at around $100. Yeah, it did, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that no one was buying that shit. It kind of makes you realize in our little corner of the internet, like we sitting where like the way we all talk to each other, we're like, oh, I can't believe this is happening, can you? And we're like, oh no, can't believe it. And then as soon as you go outside, you realize like nobody feels the same. I am well, got Iris Germanica on my right arm right now. Very interesting. How so? Spaced Out says Neroli Outre Noir. Neroli Outre Noir is really nice. I like the tea. Art material used to all be great. Every single release, says Frank. I like Neroli Plain Sud. Can't even remember, says Rudy. Sampling L'Air du Desert Marocain against L'Air du Desert Marocain Noir. Prefer the latter. Greater longevity and nicer dry down, and after a slight animalic opening. Not sure about a full bottle though. No, don't be silly. Ooh. This is top stuff, this. Awesome sauceum. Jesus, how much of that bottle's left? I'm nearly halfway through this bottle, am I? Fuck! I don't know if you can see that. I've used quite a bit of that. Yikes. Frenchie wasn't even in that line at first. No, it wasn't. They moved it over, didn't they? Sampling. Queer Beluga was early 2000s, right? I also think Neroli Outre Noir is up there. Can't hate on a black tea. Eli Saab Vetiver was delivered. True. Amazing. Next says, I love green cap vetiver in the Livestream bottle. Yes, it's good. I listened to the recent Les Odorants. You mean the one out today? I quite like vetiver Fauve. I thought it was all right, but overly fruity. I did not like it. Distant Towers. Music from afar. Hello from Japan. Welcome, Japan. How are you? We love Japan. You have all the best perfumes. Thank you for coming. Lots of new people appearing in the live stream today. How fun. Ooh, I've got cold feet. Where am I? Vetiver Tonka is way better, says Rudy. Yes, I love Vetiver Tonka. Vetiver Tonka is one of the top perfumes of the century, like. The audacity of calling the line art and materials. It is now. It didn't used to be. It used to be absolutely sound like. Ooh! Mouchoir de Monsieur recent version didn't last an hour on my skin. The Derby ones too. I guess the good old aroma chemicals are now forbidden. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because they must shift new ones. They must move new ones. There's more profit in the new ones. They are captive molecules, which means they can monetize them much more easily. It's like 4 or 5 a.m. in Japan, says often like, does it not? Sense for Thought says, hello, Distant Towers, I miss Japan so much. Had anyone tried Byredo Rouge Chaotic? Never really heard of anyone mentioning them. It is great here, says Distant Towers. Fantastic. Paroli is exactly like my kid, yells at me and then tries to come up with something to say. I used to do that. I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why. I suppose that's what it's like when you get a notification off us. It's like, oh, I've made a video. Quickly say something. Paroli is exactly... Oh, sorry. Hello to Japan. It must be the middle of the night. It's okay. We have enough Balenciaga Paul Hom to be embalmed in. We'll be okay, Duck. Do you know, I've been getting videos from embalmers. Like embalmers. There's like an embalm. There's an embalming YouTube. There's this woman who's got like fucking like 2 million subscribers. She was doing a video on Lenin. You know how Lenin's like fucking in situ? In Russia? Like, she did a video about that. I was like, what? Great here. Who was in Japan? Distant Towers. How's Ram doing? He's okay. Updated LADDM. Haven't tried, says Frank. I'm due Maghreb this morning. Don't know what that is. Delaying my shower until eBay auction ends. I better win, says Sense for Thought. What are you looking at? Looks like about 35 mil left in your LDDM. It's considerably less. It looks like that, but it's considerably less. Listen, Tower, shout out to my friend Kengo Shirogane. Is it worth looking for early batch of Andy Tower? Did someone notice difference? No, nobody's ever complained about reformulations in the towers. In order for the fragrance market to get better, it has to get worse, says Dallas. It's ominous. No, the LDDM Noir is not better than the original Eau Côte de Desert. Worth trying, though, and good. But is it worth the high price? No. Rebranded people. Fart and materials are a disgrace, says Sense with Thought. Rich, have you tried Monsieur Couturier or the 12 one from 1981? Yeah, I want to say I have, and I thought they were average. They were okay. Japan, the country, is here. I'd have 120 million viewers, maybe more. There's like 30 million people live in Tokyo, isn't there? That gives me vertigo. There's new Derby, says Frank. No, I'm selling mine, though. So glad I have enough original Derby. Love the stuff, says Nick. 12 has a gorgeous pelargonium note, says Nick. Would you forgive me, but I can't. But can you stick your thick finger through the cup at tea time? No. I cannot. 12 has a gorgeous pelargonium note. Getting embalming videos seems kind of ominous. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, I don't know where it's come from, like. YouTube 40 algorithm recommendations. Yes, that's what it is. It's because I'm 40. It's trying to fucking hint at something. Rouge Chaotic is dark, fruity oud perfume. I still miss Pulp. I thought Byredo's Pulp was really good. Duck. Why do we always find each other on the same YouTube comment sections? I was recommended that Lennon and Balmer video too. That's kind of weird. We obviously enjoy the same weird content. I watched a bit of it as well. It was gross. I didn't realise even though he's embalmed, he's still falling to bits. Gross. Not going to tell you on here until it ends. Can't get gazumped. Long-time fraghead here, working at the US Navy base here in Yoko. Oh, welcome. I hope you will enjoy my channel. Nick says, I love true crime podcasts like Partners in Crime and Red Handed. Cheers. Japan is a beautiful country and culture. Yes. They need to start having fucking babies, though. Any opinions on Creed's Tabaron Millesime? I do not care for it, Jamie. I do not care for it. I bought a bottle and took it back. I took it back because I sprayed it from the tester on my hand and it lasted for like 2 hours. I was mortified at the time. I just don't even like the smell, to be honest. I think it's bag average, like, if I'm being honest. Lily is here. She is weeping. Weeping, but we do not know why. Distant Tower says, I'm a decant king. I think I like decants better than full bottles. Duck doesn't like Tabarome. I like it, not love it. Distant Towers, decants and micro bottles. Lily, stop following me, says Frank. I did 10 plus years in Korea as well, both awesome in different ways. They also need to start having kids. It might be too late for them, actually. There is a theory that by 2060 or 2065, South Korea will collapse as a country because they will simply not have the working age population to cover. And North Korea, if they are still in business, will simply just walk over the demilitarized zone and take over the rest of the peninsula. I hope nobody watches the same stuff I watch, says James. Gross. Are you going to sample the new tower? It's an Elixir version of L'air du Désert. Don't know, I might do. I would like to sample the rose and the vanilla as well, but they're not in stock at Le Senteur. James, are you in the list? No? Then you're good. Yeah, their birth rates are worrying. Worrying. It's catastrophic in South Korea. It's over. It's catastrophic. It's seriously, it's fucked. It's already too late, they reckon. Like, people would have to start having kids at like fucking, like, they start having like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, like Victorian levels of children. You know what I mean? Have won a gold cap heritage, 90 of 100 mil, shipped for $100. Well done. I've got to start pumping those numbers up. I can help pump, says Frank. You're not allowed to. That's a sleeping emoji. No, it's not. It's a sad, weeping one. You are sad and weeping. No worries, I'll be in Korea to fend them off. It's going to fight them all off. I mean, it's their choice. If they don't want to have kids, they don't have to. Well, they don't have to, no, but there is consequences for their actions. You do, like, well, I think there's this kind of thing prevailing in the world that a lot of people kind of think that actions don't have consequences, but people don't realize that inactions also have consequences. See you later, Rudy. Thanks. Be careful out there. It's cold. South Koreans too concerned with vanity to rear children, says Frank. I've never been. Rudy, are you leaving because it's me? Yes. Yes, he is. You and your crying face. Bellamy is better than Derby, but I need to try the vintage one Rich sent me. Yes, try it. Try it and love it. Try it and love it. Well, yes, then you just don't have a functional country. Yeah, it's just not. That's why there's been mass immigration all over the Western world. Well, yes, then you just don't know. You could bet on the opposite, Lily. It ain't cold yet, says Bob. Oh, it's freezing here, like. It's really cold here today. It's almost as if it's been like, oh, autumn, is it? Here, have a massive blast of winter. It's fucking frozen. I'll tell you what I enjoyed wearing the other day. A vetiver Oriental. A vetiver Oriental was very nice. And something else I want to wear this week is Antius. Antius. Beelzebub. Lucifer. Chorus. Balenciaga. Frederick Mall. I think I slightly prefer Derby to Bellamy. Love both though, says Nick. Rich is harsh on Miss Lily. That's nothing. That is nothing. You should see what she does and says to me in private. They're not the same, but Aquapouch Geranium kind of does a similar job as Derby to me. That Imperial Leather soap. I'll tell you what smells like Imperial Leather soap. It's this. It's this. Bellamy Vetiver. I got huge amounts of fucking, whatchamacallit, Imperial Leather soap. I don't know if this is going to be good in the winter. I don't think it has the heft. Heft it lacks. How different is Bellamy Vetiver to Bellamy? It's a bit different. I wanted some more oomph from Derby, but mine's 2012. You want the 1985 version, the one that I've got. Bellamy is pungent in a certain vintage way. It's got a big styrax thing. Gives it that kind of weird, clean resinousness. Derby was an easier wear than Bellamy. Couldn't pick between the two. Does yours have? Do you get a lot of mint from your Derby? Because that vintage one has the mint at the top and it's mental. What is a smell in your life you wish could be bottled? God, that is I don't know. I do not know. At this point, it would probably be a perfume. Supposed to drop to mid-low 80s here in Texas Thursday, says Juan. We finally arrived at the crux of this live stream. Bellamy Vetiver is the superior perfume, says Jordan. I get hidden jasmine in Derby. This could get kinky, says Nick. I tried Xenia Mediterranean Neroli EDP this summer and it straight up blew me away. It's maybe the best summer fragrance I ever tried. Have I got the Mediterranean Neroli? I think I've got the Mediterranean Neroli EDT. Yes. Offenlich says, I think Gabe Oppenheim said that Derby has a mint top note because Guerlain had an executive join them from a toothpaste brand. That would be a silly reason to put a mint top note in, but the actual exercise of doing it is so good. I fucking love it. It's so good. Put on more. Imperial leather soap was what I had as a kid. It was great, then it got sold and became terrible. Pears suffered the same fate when the factory was moved to India and the composition changed. What is that fucking noise then? Something is knocking. As if someone gently rapping on my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Xenia Essence line was pure freaking gold. Shame it's so hard to find now. Yes. Is my comments getting through? That one did. If you were in high school today, what would you wear? Tommy Hilfiger. Or Polo Sport. I did damage with those things. Fucking hell, my feet are cold. Jesus. Where am I? Maybe Basil, is my comments getting through? I get my neck bones replaced tomorrow. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. Tell us in the Discord. My mother loves Derby, says Duchamp. Floral Note says he'd wear Tommy. I would, it's true. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Leak Ombre Noir. It also has mint. I want to try the Indigo as well. Derby even smells divine in the bottle, says Nick. My high school perfume was CK1. Beauty of Scent says, Rich, do you think Hermes Bellamy vetiver can be found in the USA at TJ Maxx? I have no idea. Try. But it'll be on the website. I found this one on the website. I found this one on the website. 55 quid. I thought that's a really good deal. I'll have that, thank you. It's got the bowler hat. It's got the batch code 29281. Everything was very good. Ooh. Polo Sport and Our Digio, my high school sense. So Michael Jordan. Godspeed. Yes, very good luck with that shit. That is, you'll be okay. I got a professor to do the surgery. I'm tired of young folks cutting into me. It's nothing worse than when a young one cuts into you. I've got to have something called ulnar tunnel surgery at some point. I was actually chasing them up today. And they were like, all right, no problem. Someone will bring you on Friday. I was like, why have I had to do your job for you there? I didn't say that to them, but I was thinking, why have I had to fucking ring you people up and get you to fucking make an appointment? I should have had, this has been going on since May. And every day I've had tingling feeling. I've got pins and needles in me little finger and me ring finger on both hands for about a year. Right? So fucking, I'm in a lot of discomfort. I'm sore. Well, it's not sore, it's weird. So I need this ulnar tunnel surgery. And fucking, they're just fucking procrastinating. You wouldn't fucking believe. I'm gonna get fucking Mo to do it, I was going to drive down and be like, right, fuck it. I know you're not a surgeon or anything, but crack on. Which Bellamy formula is the best? The second one? I personally feel the second one is, but other people would disagree. Where are we? No way Hermes won't be at TH Maxx. A sixth Luciano Pavarotti for $70. What a day to be in debt, says France. Good boy. Well done. You can always sell your body on the game, you know. Sell your arse for peanuts. I've only tried and own a shaker bottle, Bellamy, but it's fantastic. My shaker bottle is somewhere. Red Dead Dad, always good to know that you're getting the right person for the job. I mean, you're getting a professor in. Pardon me. If you're getting a professor in, you should be okay. Location 240. Welcome. Hey, I like your videos. Says Location 240. I only have the Elena Bellamy's left, says Frank. Rich, have you tried this Romanian brand called Grande? No. Lily cuts into the duck all the time, but with messages. Yes, that's right, she does. Rich, do you like Bon Monsieur? Which one's that? Who's that by? I've never seen Hermes in America, Marshall, or TK Maxx's. The shakers are incredibly expensive. I've got two. Have I? No, I've got one. But I've got two of the Elena Bellamy's, which I prefer. How does Eau de Gloire compare to Bellamy? Pass. Pradeep's probably a man for that. Travis says, I wore polo sport in high school. My 16-year-old son wore quorum to school until he heard that many modern women don't like it. Screw them. They're wrong. Tell them. Eau de Gloire has an absolutely mind-boggling opening. Selling my body for perfume. Fair. Looking for a sugar mommy in Paris. Fell to my knees when I first tried Eau de Gloire, says Sense for Thought. But unfortunately, the dry down is hiring. Oh, boring. I was going to say, it's hiring, is it? Get a job working for perfume. I was offered a job at the Hermes counter, but there's absolutely no way I could stand there all day. I just couldn't in that. I don't think my mind could take the lighting. I don't think my nose could take the crap smells. And my hip certainly couldn't take the actual physical demands of the job, which sounds a stupid thing to say. I've got about 10 Bellamy minis now. Oh, that's quite cool. Heading out. See you later, Dallas. Rogue. I haven't tried that one, I don't think. I once found Hermes Sur Nil at Marshall's. That would be quite a good find. I bet it was a really good price as well. If you can survive my scathing words, surgery is easy work. Yes, even without anesthetic. If you can survive her hurty words, then oh shit, then you will be fine. Going anestheticless. Oof, I might wear this a bit still. Fucking hell, man. Do you know, I'm sure they're not firing up the magnets as well as they used to on these bottles. Cutbacks. It's a terrible thing, friends. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Do you know, I need to do this. Aha! Yes! That's like 80 mil. I know, it smelled great on him. Now we wear stronger with you, absolutely. Oh, no. My son got a job at a Halloween store. What's Halloween like across the pond? Vibrant. Dark. Very, very dark. Because by the time the clocks go back, it's like dark at like 5 o'clock, 4:45 at that point, and it's pretty spooky. Personally, I don't get many trick-or-treaters because of where we live. It's a lifetime supply for me, considering how potent it is. I was so excited when you told us that. I haven't chatted with you, Duck, says Frank. I feel inspired to wear something vintage tonight. Please do. You really need to stop picking up that amouage by the cap. I need to stop picking up everything by the cap. I think you should do a first impression of Bon Monsieur and Mussolumini. I've smelled Mussolumini. I wasn't impressed with his stuff. You'd think I would be, but I just wasn't. What do you think of Sulanil? How's the performance? Performance is okay with all of those ones. It's not great, but it's not bad. As long as you get them at the right price and not retail, then you're going to be fine, because you can just reapply, like, you know. As long as you're buying them at discounters. I'm sure they're widely available at discounters. They certainly used to be. That said, you used to be able to get Chanel and Tom Ford private blends at discounters back in the day. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. What do you think of Sulanil? All the Bellamy talk, I'm going to wear it. Full power, not the vetiver. Performance of Sulanil is butt cheeks. I carry a decant. You would give out perfume instead of candies? I would not. I would give out sprays, or I would give out shit perfumes to people. I'd be like, here's a bottle of perfume. They'd be like, eat that. And I'd be like, yes, you can. And I'll fucking ram it down your throat, you little shit. I gave away Mussolumini. Atrocious composition, says Nick. What job requires your hip? Just when you're standing around. Fry says, want to mention, I'm still wanting to score more Plum Japanois. I still love it so much. Tim says, Halloween was a total non-event in the UK for until the 90s. Then it went mad with kids in my urban area demanding money with menaces. Then the kids got younger and just wanted sweets. Yeah. Give me the candies, says Christina. Nick says, Fougere Aube, Chypre Siam and Chypre Luminares are excellent, though. I just wasn't impressed with his stuff. Like, I just didn't. It did nothing. I was not impressed. I'm going to have to go straight to the ambers if it keeps being this cold. Like, fuck. I'm not obsessed with performance at all, but Neil sucks. Sad. Because of vibrant, freshy, mango, heady-own magic. It's very nice. It's very nice. So, I was listening to the Les Odorants podcast today, and they were talking about backup bottles. And they were all like, yeah, people who collect loads of backup bottles are mad. And I was like, yeah, they are. And then I was like, hang on a minute, that's me. No, they're not. Shut up. And I thought, I wish I'd been on that episode to give the backup obsessive point of view, because I think it's silly to buy backups of stuff that's still widely available. Or I think it's silly to buy backups of stuff that is unlikely to change. I think that the opposite of that philosophy, though, I think Let's start again. If you smell something for the first time and you want to buy it, right? And I know this is not possible a lot of the time for many different reasons, but if you smell something for the first time and you love it, buy two. Because if you continue to love it, you will use the first one and you will need another one. And the price will have gone up between you buying the first one and buying the second one. There is also the added issue, if you have a collection, that it will take you a long time to use a bottle, and by the time you come to get it, it will have changed because of reformulation, because of discontinuation, because of all sorts of reasons, you know. Maybe they will pull out of your country like Serge Lutens did in America. Lots of Americans are fed up of not being able to buy Serge Lutens perfumes in America. So I kind of feel like they were looking at it from a kind of, well, I'm never going to use it, so I'm never going to get into the thing. Whereas I think I am, because I have actually finished off many bottles. I also think Fliss is the only one of them that doesn't sell their bottles. I do. I've been selling a lot of bottles, and I think with the intention of getting to my backup bottles to use them. You know, there's a lot of perfumes backed up back there as well. So I need to go back through the perfumes I've got, and I need to look at them, and I need to start selling some more, you know. I think everybody's needs are different. I also think they raised a really good point about, I think Fliss raised a really good point about anxiety, actually. She's the most anxious out of those three, she thinks, based solely on her backing up. I think it has more to do with other things than just anxiety, but I think anxiety is part of it. I think it's a very specific thing, actually. I think backing up perfume is something that you love. If you love it and you are scared that it's not going to be there one day, you know? So I think, well, Pat Lester's made a really good observation there. Today's Les Odorants made me reserve judgment on people with backups, because I know people outside this hobby would easily judge my collection with no backups. Yes. Joma Shop sold me a Jubilation full presentation. Jubilation 40 for $200, less than. That's very, very good. I got mine for considerably more than that, and I still got a really good deal. But yeah, there are a lot of people in this hobby who don't have backup bottles, and yet whose collection is vastly, vastly bigger than mine. Like, they have a lot more bottles than I do. I still need to do a video. I'm sure I was telling Karen about this. This was a while ago. I need to, was it Karen? It was somebody. I was telling somebody, it might have been Lily, it might have been Mitra. It was someone, I'm sure it was a girl. I mean, it could easily be any of those three or all of those three, but I was talking about this. I need to do a video on the philosophy of collecting. And in my case, the philosophy of collecting perfumes. I am a woman, not a girl, thank you. Yes. You are welcome. I am not a girl, I am a demon, says Lily. Just waiting for Karen to turn round. What will she say? My plan is to dwindle my collection and focus on loves. That's kind of my plan, except it's taking a while. And let's be honest, nobody's buying perfume at the minute. Sometimes I don't wear something because I don't want to run out of backup as needed to wear with freedom. I agree with that as well. That's a massive point. That's a great point. If I was into trains, right? If I was into train sets, right, I would buy 2 of everything. I would buy 1 to have and to hold and look at and praise and worship, and I would buy another one to use and play with, right? So this is psychology. It's a big psychology sort of thing, and I like this kind of thing. I kind of think it goes back to a very simple motivation, though. Yeah, it does. But the thing is, right? The thing is, I can show you that was full when I bought it. That was full when I bought it. All right. That was full when I bought it. I want to back that up in that presentation very hard. That was full when I started using it. It's got about 20 to 30 mil left in it. All of the towers were full when I bought them. They're not anymore. What else? That was full when I bought it. God knows why I'm sparing that. I've got fucking maybe 3 or 4 of that. I've got to be 5 of them, including a what do you call it? What is it called? Palais Royal. I beg your pardon. Welcome, Sean. How are you? I love green juice au noir. Yeah, how did Ben say today as well? He was like, "Oh, I'd only be scared of like losing my au noir," and I was like, but he was like, "Oh, I'd get the I would get the I would just get the new one that he'd made," and it's like, well, the new one's shit. But like, if you want to buy that, that's fine. You crack on. That's like your money and stuff. I get it. My wife has backups. Wish I was kidding, says Frank. Took 10 years to get it. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm not sure I've got 10 years. Don't know what's going to happen to the collection when I go. I think I'm going to give it to Richie G and Laura G and let them do something with it. New Au Noir is great, says Mitra. No, it's pants. I'll tell you something, this should not be in the autumn and winter rotation at all. It's green, it's clean, it's soapy, it's almost abrasive. Okay, can get the price lower, 58. For Luciano Pavarotti, shipping included. I'm a happy man, well done. I much prefer the green juice, says Sean. Yeah, me too. Let's fight, says Mitra. A backed up tuxedo, guilty pleasure when it was new. Now I check why I sell retails for double. Yep, You can guarantee that as well, because if you love a perfume, right, the prices are only going up. They're not going down. They're never going down. Prices never go down, especially at retail. So if you buy one now, if you love it in future, you should be at least be able to get your money back. At least be able to get your money back. You know, the problem we've got at the minute now is that eBay's been an absolute whore. You know what I mean? Fuck eBay. Absolute bastards, a lot of them. Do you know, I could probably squeeze you in there, couldn't I? Yes, I could. I'm trying not to have anything on top of anything else. You know, I could fit you in there. No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. It's just not happening. Bollocks! What a load of bollocks! What's your opinion on the newest synthetic nature compared to synthetic junk? I didn't like the original, mate. Didn't like the original. Don't like the just smells like a fucking like an old turd. That's what it smells like. It smells like an old turd in a drain. I hate that note. Confession. Prada Ramba Pour doesn't do it for me. I go straight to Prada L'Homme Intense. L'Homme? What? I have the proper Spain Prada Ramba. It's class. That is an outrageous statement. It's absolutely fucking mental. I actually never tried it before. Rich the Sopran. That is a blasphemous statement. Welcome, Dropout. How are you? Love synthetic jungle. I have the first formulation. It's a lot of galbanum, lily of the valley, and musks. Where are all these Pavarottis? Are you kidding me, says Mo? Scored a pure distance M2 lately. Another example where Roger is overestimated. He's not very. Fucking. Man, shit. I've owned them before. I got a couple of cheap ones off Deva. He was really good, and I didn't realise he was selling the free bottles he'd got. And I ended up paying too much for them. That was my fault. Deva's proper sound. I watched his video about my Mickers the other day again because I heard that my Mickers wife Amanda had got engaged to someone. She'd got engaged to someone recently. I'm really happy for her. I think he'd be really happy as well. In fact, I know he would because he was a fucking very good bloke with Dan. So I was happy to hear that. That is a good thing. Synthetic jungle and nature are the same. The name was changed due to a lawsuit from Kenzo who had copyrighted jungle and perfume context. I did not know that. I thought synthetic jungle was something else. A bit of a shame. I mean, synthetic jungle. I mean, fuck Naz. I have not figured I'm good with L'Homme and Intense, so if I don't let you know. I did like Fliss' story about getting a few samples for a friend and then being judged. That's why I don't talk about my collection to friends and family. I just tell them to fuck off personally. Somebody was like, I'd love to see an Agua Brava ADT. Do you know that I have a couple of vintage Agua Bravas and I love it. It's fucking lovely. What a perfume that is. Just never wear it. What about Dontre Bra? Not a fan of that one. Moschino Pour does the trick even though M is superior. €130, 75 mil was okay for it. Pure difference. There's no better than a bargain. You know what I mean? If you're getting a bargain, you're fucking delighted. Doesn't matter what it is. First spray of Eli Saab vetiver, so beautiful. That whole line was amazing, and they were like 30 quid. They were like 30 quid at discounts, but not in the UK. Not in the UK. Not in the UK. Couldn't get them in the UK. Which did you own? What? Where? Which? What? What are you talking about? What we're talking about here, Mo? I'm thinking of doing memberships, right? But for no other reason than to get the little emojis. You know, I'm gonna set it like $1 a month. You know what I mean? But then I can use my own emojis. I'm getting bigger rod concentrate in the mail. Ooh. Trying to get a new Frederick Mall. Only ducks. Yeah, I did say on the Discord, what do you think? Should I do memberships? And I can't remember what the result was, if I'm being honest, but I just decided against it anyway. It's because I'm fucking. I mean, the whole super chat thing's not like fucking. It's weird. I don't like asking for them because I've got a well-established fucking community, and I'm not a fucking woman with me fucking boobs out, like, so. I'm not about farming stuff. It's just about getting an extra couple of quid every once in a while, like, which is nice. Rich, do you have and love vintage Trussardi Uomo? I had and did not love vintage Trussardi Uomo, mate. I did not like it. I sold it to Ramsey. Should get you Dontre Bras before the prices rise because it was discontinued because of the heliotropin ban. We accept your boobs, my hairy boobs. I'm the guy with 3 Biggerard concentrate and a Cologne Biggerard. It's as if my ultra fresh and owned Hermes obsession. You're not going to shit talk someone for super chats? No. Just if you want to send money, it's quite calm. Oh, Mr. North's dropped a video. Chiara by Dessert. Mr. North is good, people. I hope you will watch it. In fact, I will link the video. I will link the video to Mr. North right now. Oh, God, what have I done? Right, I've completely bollocked this. There we are. No. Dropout has dropped a super chat. Thank you. You are very kind. Let me drop the link to Mr. North. He was in here earlier. He never stays for too long, to be fair. But yes. Thank you, Dropout. I'm back from tea time, says Dallas. Just completed my Trussardi Uomo collection. 250 mil. Mitch, do you have any fragrances that remind you of Cologne Royale? Yes, the Mediterranean Neroli, actually. Somebody mentioned earlier. I've got the EDT. Reminds us of Cologne Royale. I would love a Cologne Royale, but I ain't paying stupid prices for that shit. I really enjoyed that stuff, though. I don't know that it needs replacing. But it does remember of a time and place when I was buying that. The girl put a hand on my leg. And she looked like an ex-girlfriend. She was hot. She was hot. Joma Shop texts me 5 times a day. I think they're on to something. Join the Discord. Yes, if you want to join the Discord, the link is there. Thank you very much, everyone. And I am off. And I certainly am off. I'm very tired. But thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for the super chats to Misha and Dropout. You are very kind. Thank you for keeping me company and talking to me on the stream. Perhaps I will be back with another stream. I have not been doing too many streams recently. but I do enjoy them when I do. Anyway, good night, everyone. I will see you again soon.